After two straight games on the road, the Seahawks return home to Lumen Field to host the Chicago Bears. What's going on? Jackie Montgomery with your Week 16 game preview. Well, the 4-10 Chicago Bears come to the Emerald City following the Christmas holiday. It's been a rough season for the Bears. They currently are riding a 3-game losing streak heading into Sunday's matchup.
They're having a tough year. They've had a tough year, and it's been a kind of a long stretch for them. They're a very, very fast offensive football team. They have explosive players. Their tailback, Montgomery, is a really good-looking football player. He wears 32. He looks like Chris Carson out there running. They've got real good options with speed on the edge. Defensively, they've got really good players up front. They can be physical, and they've got all kind of playmaking there. Their season just hasn't fallen the way they wanted to, and they're just looking for the same kind of consistency that we're looking for. So we'll see how it goes.
The Bears' 8th-ranked run game is the strength of its offense, averaging 125 yards per game. David Montgomery leads the pack with 668 yards.
Obviously, it starts with Montgomery, but I think they have designed run games. They have read options into it. They have a little bit of RPOs, and so I think everything complements one another. They have a lot of motions to try to get you out of your gaps or make you misfit. So I think they do a good job of kind of playing with your eyes and making sure that if you're not in your gap, they're going they have two guys that can find the gap and really capitalize on that.
Chicago ranks 9th in total defense, thanks in part to its stout pass defense, which ranks 4th in the NFL. The Bears have recorded 40 sacks this season, with veteran linebacker Robert Quinn racking up 16 of them, the second highest sack total in the NFL.
Robert Quinn's always been one of the most dominant players in the league. He's a guy who knows how to get after the quarterback. He gets off the ball extremely well. He's got long arms, long legs. He can really maneuver well. We have a great left tackle in Dwayne Brown to be able to try to slow him down, but he's a great football player, obviously, in Robert Quinn. He's had one of his best years. He's had some amazing years in the past, and I've had to go against him a bunch over the years. When he was playing with St. Louis and all that. So he's a tremendous football player, and he knows how to do it. We used to play against each other all the way back in the UNC days too, so I know a lot about Robert Quinn.
They do a nice job all around, when Hicks has been playing, or the different guys with their push inside, because Quinn has always done such an elite job of running around the edge and working those outside pass rush lanes, and then all of a sudden he hits you with the up and under. So he just does a great job of relentlessly pursuing the quarterback, and sometimes, like in the years past, he might not get the sack numbers, but man, it always feels like he's around the ball. It always feels like that big right hand's coming over the top and swiping at the ball. So I just think some years the sack numbers are higher just because guys actually get and finish through with the sack, versus other years where he may have just been coming up short. But he got a chance to be around him in LA a few years back, and just seeing how he practices every day, how he rushes the passer every single day. He's that guy you got to keep an eye on and know where he's at, and the production certainly is there this year.
Looking at the Seahawks, the offense will get a big boost for Sunday with wide receiver Tyler Lockett and running back Alex Collins coming off the team's COVID-19 list this week.
And looking forward to getting him back out here. He was running around out there. I know he'd it took him a little while to get over COVID, and it's a real thing. It's a real thing out there, and so his safety and his health was that first priority. But it was great to get him back out here. He was running around and says he feels great again. So that was a good addition to back out of practice.
Well, the Seahawks have won 4 out of the last 5 meetings with the Chicago Bears, including a huge 26-0 shutout victory the last time they met here in Seattle back in 2015. Kickoff is set for 1:05 p.m. Pacific. You can watch it live on Fox.